Hi you guys, I'm back again. Hello and welcome. I have some things here that are in full bloom that I really wanted to highlight right now, and you're probably familiar with them. They're Pieris japonica. So these are ericaceous plants. Most of them come from Japan. This is a beautiful variety called Forest Flame, and it's called that because it has a really beautiful ambery kind of orange color in the fall. The new growth tends to be a little more on the green side, but it will, as it's in the intermediate phase, and in the fall it'll change color. But this is really the pride of the show. And I just really wanted to show you this because I don't think that ericaceous plants really get enough credit for the wow factor that they have when they're in full bloom. So it's in the Ericaceae family. It's an evergreen. It's incredibly cold hardy to about zone 5, zone 4, that kind of nature. It's not picky about soil, not picky about irrigation. If anything, it likes being drier in the summer. It's somewhat drought tolerant, but they come in different colors. So this variety over here, and I'm going to try to show you the blooms up close, is called Blush. And this one I've noticed bees really tend to gravitate towards, with the pink kind of calyx on top of the bloom. And this one over here is Katsura. Sometimes you'll find these called Andromedas too. Pieris, I find, is typically more used in the fashion of like nurseries. They're really compounded inflorescences. They don't smell like anything, but they're really cool. If you want to prune these back, I'd recommend pruning them down in late summer just so they have enough time to recuperate before the winter comes. And you're going to want to prune them below a fork just so that you can activate these buds here and get a more bushy appearance. They will produce multi-stemmed canes. That's just kind of the growth habit of this plant, but it's not invasive by any means. So on the topic of ericaceous plants, these are also in Ericaceae, and you can probably notice a similarity with just the bloom structure, how bell-shaped it is. Other ericaceous plants are blueberries, cranberries, those types of things. Anything with basically, a bell-shaped, compounded all along the stem type bloom structure. These are called Kramer's Red, but honestly, they're pink to me. I don't know if I'm colorblind. This doesn't look red to me like at all. But nevertheless, they're very beautiful plants. As Pieris gets older, it has a really beautiful form. Some people will notice that they get these canes that kind of jet out straight from the crown. Not everybody's favorite aesthetic, but if you pinch them back about yay high, they'll branch and they'll kind of fork like this one has here. So there's different varieties of Pieris for different height requirements. Most japonica Pieris, especially that one over there, the Blush, will get really, really big. It's more than possible to get Pieris exceeding 20 feet in height. Similar spread too. They tend to be a little higher than they are wide though. But there's smaller varieties that you can play with too. This guy over here, the Katsura, is a little more small. It's more suitable for like a strata if you're doing like housing complex landscaping. But I don't know, I think go big or go home, they're such a beautiful plant. They are toxic, so don't eat them. They can go chlorotic if they don't get adequate nutrition, so just keep that in mind. Sometimes they'll look a little bit like this at the end of the season after a hard winter, but they will bounce back. This is what I meant by nutrient deficiency. They are susceptible to nitrogen deficiency, but they're still blooming. Beautiful plants, they're tough as nails. If you have something that's really bad like this and the leaves are all curling down and it's pretty bare, you can even do a rejuvenation prune and cut it down to about a foot from the base. It should resprout. It'll probably resprout from down here as new canes though. So I hope you learned something new, and have a wonderful day, you guys. Stay blessed.